What's up, everybody? My name is Brascus, and welcome back to Pyre. We're continuing on our journey, and we should be about to meet the mysterious man behind it all, Sandalwood. Alright, so we can go to... I guess we're going to Sulphur Main. Precarious path leads towards the wood. Toward the woods, the lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. Like everything else we've encountered hasn't been. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. First that blasted bird, now this. Though you lack Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this Sandalwood be worth all the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward down the jagged slopes, toward Waking Wood. Their companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. So, Glass Peak. Pametha says she can procure a talisman here. Flamberg. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. Between the two, I think I like Gilman better, so let's try Flamberg. Sir Gilman is relieved at your decision to take the flatter of the two paths down the Black Crags, though nonetheless seems rather shaken by the steep trip down. This knight mislikes these heights! For shame, Master Reader, you must take this knight for a common craven coward. He buries his head in the soil. When at last you coax him back up, you see that he has an item of some sort. Ha-ha! This knight did have you fooled there, did he not? He explains how finding the item was his plan all along. Found a porous crystal. His fear of heights remains. Can be sold at Slug Market for 70. Not bad. Not as good as the fish we got from Tizo, but not bad. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you, however. Most puzzling. He ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself? Ah. He was to find us at the edge of these woods. Were we supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guide as always. The rights beckon, and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? Lone Minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Needlefield or Greymore. Contains the grandest trees. Once resided here, or studied the rites in the small clearing east of the Glade of Lugh. I want Greymore, because I don't like the sound of Needlefield. That sounds bad. It sounds pokey and uncomfortable. I don't like needles. Sandalwood has led a long life, compared with any of you at least. In the latest years of his exile, he became rather reclusive for a variety of reasons he shall no doubt explain. He found some solace here in these woods, though I fear I cannot locate his residence without him. Unfortunately, you find no trace of Sandalwood, and without him there to guide you, you remain quite lost. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. Under Thicket or Burnt Grove. Tizo seems to wish to go towards this location, and Faye seems drawn to this location. In this case, I'm going to go with Faye. Just kind of seems like her intuition is usually spot on. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vocations. Sift through the ashes. He was here! He was here! You mean Sandalwood? If I may ask, how can you be so certain? I think from this. I think from this. It says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has to mean something. Faye produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first it seems like nothing of interest, until you see a message carved on the inside. Found a bark strip. Can be sold at Slug Market. A sturdy strip of bark. On it is written, "Come to Cinderroot, S. Notify the group." So it's some kind of message from this Sandalwood guy. Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? A hushed clearing south of the Glade of Lugh. Grounds well traveled by Saps knowledgeable in the rites. It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming up. Vocations. Anything that gives my guys an edge. Despite your growing knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspects of its teachings, though greater understanding comes the reader's influence. This time I'm going to go with Presence, because that'll increase my offensive abilities. Alright, finish studying. And then we actually need to go in here, because I saw that the Beyonder Crystal was calling to someone. I don't remember what accent I gave her. My lovely reader, come to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? You've invoked Sandra from the Beyonder Crystal. Scribe trial. Oh, that can be arranged. You need but name for me one you have in mind. Well, only one I got. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Jodariel. That surly demon, is it? She can stand to lighten up. Though I fear that is not a secret I can teach, but let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jodariel appears in heed of the summons. What is the meaning of this, Rita? Zoop! Into the crystal we go. Demons such as Jodariel are slow to move in the rites, but have huge auras and inflict heavy pyre damage if they can close the distance with the orb. Yup. This is gonna be tough. What is the meaning of this? Rita, where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are good at taking orders, no? State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strengths. Though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well then, Rita. Let us show her whether she is right. Okay. Oh, God. It has to be against harpies. Oh, shit. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. That's not at all what I was trying to do. Oh, come on, man. There, okay. The talisman I've given her should help with that a lot. Okay, tossed it in there, got some points that way. That'll work. I'm not really sure how I'm going to pull this one off. Although that's a solid start. There we go! Okay, I'm feeling a little better about this. As long as I'm careful, I should be able to pull it off. Whoop. Not at all what I was trying to do there. Oh, I almost made it in. Couldn't quite finish it off, though. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, they'll score a point there. That's fine. I'll deal with it. Nice. Poof! And the demon wins. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I am never satisfied, demon. However, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Poof. And we're gone. Alright, now what'd we get? Because she always gives us a new talisman every time we finish one of those. Come on. There we go. That was a strange experience. What do you have there, Rita? Received Solium's Horn for completing Jodariel's trial. Casts her aura farther and faster than usual by 15%. Not too shabby. Alright. We shall continue on our journey now. To Cinderroot, which is the one place they told me to go. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as your search through the area yields nothing. Then something startles the little imp Tizo. Tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges toward him and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Hail, Tizo. You look famished. Here. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. Having allied with them, the tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I would like to introduce you to my client, Volfred Sandalwood. He is the lone minstrel's client, Hedwin's informant, and leader of the Nightwings. It has been too long, Volfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tariq. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. They do so. I think you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I am certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my boy. Although, we shall manage on our own from here on out. You're welcome to continue on with us, of course. Though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. You consider what to say to all of this. Remain silent. You stare back at Volfred, attempting to glean a deeper insight into what drives him, though remain unable to sense anything further. Still, you refuse to budge at his behest. Hold on. Volfred, sir, I'm Hedwin. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just a reader, he's our friend, my friend. He's not disposable. We made him a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Volfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you'd have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we've started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though I shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now then, Tariq. Aye, Volfred, sir? Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Volfred strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Volfred Sandalwood joins you. He knows much of the rites. Welcome him aboard. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lu, where the stars directed you. Volfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. Alright, we'll do this quickly here. Hey you guys, I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise which we opened here just now, so I'll give you a great deal, just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good day to you as well, Ron. Alright, I'm gonna start by selling you some stuff. You can have the porous crystal. And you can have the bark, because I'm not using it. It still only gives me 81, though. Right light, once per right, if bear's pyre is extinguishes, instead restored by... Ooh. That's... Whoop. Ah, damn it. Not what I meant to do there. Go back in there. I think I want that. Let's see. Sunken Shadow. Any adversaries banished take a second longer to return. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer's pyre is restored by up to 5... Oh. Okay, I'm actually going to take this one. Proceed. Okay. Who wants to chat? First off, this. Emperor Mirror. Scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp Haub proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. And then Sandalwood. As you approach Volfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time. Then, Tariq, if you have a moment. Yes, Volfred Sel, what is it? This reader, you deem him worthy by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Volfred Sel, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe his achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet he and the others have followed them. Indeed. Your words make sense as ever, Tariq. And what does little Tizo think of him, I wonder? Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. Aye, praise isn't oft spoken by those two, my boy. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now pardon us, Tariq and I have matters to discuss. They leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. That's fine, we got a rite to get to. You and your fellow exiles arrive at the sacred site called Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility, as you have not felt in some time, but then you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles toward you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Well, goodness! By the roots of Lusclorian, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned! Third of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Wise or the Philosopher, Lusclorian of the 100 Minds. Oh, but where are my manners, One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Much better. H. Manly Tinderstaff at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. He's a sycophant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he is free. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity? We soon shall stand against you in the rites. For now, I'm just whiling away the time making small talk. Triumvirate bent on exploiting the rites to gain status in the Commonwealth. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then, in your mind's eye, you see Volfred and hear his voice. Manly's Tinderstaff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him nor me. Well? Beneath her mask, Jodariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why now? How very rude indeed. Well, fine. Ignore me, but you do so at your peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rites commence, any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and now I do believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now, come along, come along. Manly bows again and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn. I'm gonna look forward to wiping the smirk off of that face. And I'll be extremely disappointed in myself if I manage to fail this one. It was a close one last time.
Once again, the stars align themselves before you, reader.
Hey.
Here now at the Glade of Liu, I have to say, you've come so very far.
Well, thank you.
Those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity.
Good for them.
It could be yours instead. Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
Alright, let's do it. I wonder, O honored Nightwings, how well you know these woods. Why, these woods would strangle you, and I'm afraid I could do little to stop them, even if I tried. You might do better to beware of them. When Jodariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent! Then fine, let us begin the dance indeed. He shoves his mask back on in a huff. And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return unto my proper station in the Commonwealth. Good luck, pal. Alright.
Now let us get started.
Well, I definitely want Rookie, because speed is pretty freaking amazing with him. And since I'm probably going to make most of my wins with him, I'm going to change for that one. Because now we get extra health back whenever we score. And I'm actually thinking Jodariel is going to be a good defensive choice in this one, simply because her aura is so large. Who's the other one with a high presence? He's got 14, 11. He's got 18, 6, and 8. I'm going to take him. For defensive reasons, I'm going with the people with the largest auras and the fastest. Tizo is eager to knock Manly and his goons down a peg or two. Are you quite ready finally, O Nightwings? May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, come along. Let's give the stars a show. Oh, I plan to. And I don't think you're gonna like the results. Oh, right. May I present to you Humboldt Manley Jr.? Why, he is every bit my equal, and is poised to guarantee the Tinderstoff line shall have a bright, bright future. Manley's sapling, which not only has a name, but bears a similar posture and likeness to him. He goes on and on about his sapling for a while. Alright, I've had more than my fill of listening to that bozo. I could not agree more. Now, isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen? The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manly. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well.
Manly and his offspring have no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, Frida.
What, just like that, you mean?
Many who will welcome
Oof!
assert themselves thusly.
Oh, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon our little soiree. Oh, do be careful now. These grasping roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I. Yeah, well, I still like my odds.
Your adversary Manly is something. It belongs now for the comfort of his Commonwealth estate. Perhaps such wealth ought be reserved instead.
Boom! 30 points, and I didn't even have to move. Or didn't have to lose another member. Oh dear, the woods are closing in, uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you just stand aside a while, we could put an end to this that much sooner. No. Why the hell would I do that? Boom! Say, have any of you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here, Almost as if the 100 Minds himself presents you being here. Yes, I rather think that's it. So cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb and let me handle this. I don't think so. Actually, let's let Tizo get his butt out there. Pop them both. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's not what I wanted at all. Yeah, my aura is a lot bigger than yours. Got it.
Fine, yes, the Nightwings did prevail.
I don't think I lost any points that time. I gained 10 points. Finished with my Pyre higher than when I started. Yeah! That's how we do it, people! Good. That imbecile of a sap. So much talk and hot air. Tizo is fired up at having prevailed against Manly and the Chastity. Well, my. Oh, worry not, O Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you now. Ta-ta!
Alright.
Oh, she gained a level. Focus, training, prowess. The path towards survival in the Blood Bowl. These rites make similar demands of us all. Alright, so I gave her this one. Jodariel permanently gains +4 presence. The start of a... Oh, that one. Hell yeah. Plus 35 to my Pyre just automatically by having her. Oh, and Tizo made it to 3. Tizo just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the rites and as a part of the Nightwings. If banished, automatically casts his Implode ability if he does not possess the orb. Ooh. When saluting his adversaries, Tizo turns into a fast-moving howler or back. I like the idea of him basically suiciding if he's not got the orb. I might be able to cheat my way into that if I toss the orb away from him to someone else and then let them take him out.
Until the stars.
That was well done, my boy. I am beginning to see why your companions vouched for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course. I'm not really sure what accent I'm giving him. It's kind of an amalgamation of things. So if it kind of fluctuates, that's why. After triumphing over the chastity almost effortlessly, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate. For the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars. See where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this night hear you say, high up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside, then. That plan Volfred mentioned. I just want you to know I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer, thanks to you. Once more you look towards the heavens. Seek now your destination. Solium, the golden star, shines bright over the highest mountain and all the downside. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Alodiel, and at the very top, the fall of Solium. Sacred mountain on whose summit the rites were first conceived. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. And the fall of Solium. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. You confirm the stars indicated this exactly. Volfred, sir, how did you know? Volfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts as though he is directing them at you. And given that he actually... Since he's actually speaking that, I'm going to let him say it. He turns back to Hedwyn. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique, but as I said, I'll let him do the job. I see that you have something special going here which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest. And for that matter, so can I. So if you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. And that seems like an excellent place to stop. So, there you go, guys. We finally met Sandalwood. We took out another rite. We earned some more levels. Got Jodariel her special talisman. And I'm excited to see where this golden star takes us, because I imagine someone's freedom's coming up quick here. But, anyway, if you're enjoying the series thus far, please let me know by hitting that like button. Feel free to leave a comment down in the section below. And as always, guys, I will see everyone in the next episode. Catch you guys later.